So I just in the industry already for a long time. I've been with another of HTC competitors for about 10 years, and before that I worked for a Japanese company. And what I've seen the last 2 years is really that HTC has basically optimized the art of making smartphones. I think that's the reason also why I joined HTC, because they have been able to create on the basis of an operating system like Google or Microsoft, and they've really been able to make a hardware and a software that is truly delighting the different consumers around the world. And actually it's very little things that do that. I don't know whether you know, but you know, if an HTC phone is ringing and you want it to stop, you can just flip it and it stops. It's very little things that make it work. I don't know if you sometimes use, for example, navigation on Google Maps. And the most annoying thing is you want to find the road and the map is still downloading. With an HTC, that is not happening. The map is already on your phone straight away and you can see where you need to go. So it's really done by people who really care about the details of a smartphone. That's why HTC has a very strong momentum in the smartphone market. At the same time, of course, you need 3G, a broad network to really make sure you can make use of all the services that go on the smartphone. And in Thailand, there's a lot of momentum going on in making sure that wider bandwidth will be available shortly, and especially with one of our most important partners, DTAC. So thank you very much, Peter, for having this event here, and really appreciate it. And also Natavat, our head of HTC Thailand, thank you very much for having me. I'm very honored. This is my very first appearance for HTC. So I just wanted to go back a little bit as well on where we are. If you look at the smartphone market, you know, globally last year just in the Q4, there was over 100 million smartphones sold. It's really a massive marketplace. It's really growing tremendously quick. And the HTC is really right smack in the middle of that. And you will also see that in a country like Thailand, where the smartphone market will go very quick over the next few years, that we will grow with you. And we will make beautiful, detailed smartphones that really gonna delight every single consumer. And HTC has a name for that. It's called HTC Sense. And it's really sensing what a consumer needs. And we really listen to you very carefully. If you go onto the blogs and the social media, you can see that we really pick up every single thing that is going around and the feedback from consumers. We put that back into the product development team and we make even better products. Another thing that I think was interesting to see is that a lot of the analysts are basically predicting that the smartphone market will overtake the regular phone market by the end of the year on a global basis. So by the end of the year, the run rate of smartphones could be even bigger than the regular phones. So HTC is definitely in a position to make it a big success, but cannot do that without fantastic partners. And a fantastic partner, of course, is like DTAC and our Thai friends, who are really going to make sure that our devices and the customer experience is unrivaled in the Thai market. HTC last year sold about 25 million devices. They grew in revenue about 93% to about 9 billion of revenue. It's not a small player, it's a huge player, it's a massive player. And I think you have chosen the right event this afternoon to go to. I know there's some other events going on, but HTC is really the place where you should be, because this is where the new smartphone market will be created. So without any further ado, we will go on with the event, but I would like to thank you very much for your attention. It's a great honor to be here. I really would like to work with all the Thai partners to make an everlasting impression in the Thai market. And without being said, thank you very much for your attention. Thank you.